MCs forcing me to laugh, get tossed on their ass when crossing my path. They nerves, I torture them fast like poisonous gas. I'm immortal, born to last with a torch in my grasp. Flowing like some Pellegrino, you would pour in a glass. Shorty is sad, you see me in the source in the ad. Think you know me from these lyrics I endorse in my pad, but you only know a portion and a half. I want the formula to get the fortune amassed in corporate cash. I told them the math, told them all to fall to the back. I know it's hard to adapt, but be smarter than that. Imparting heart into the track, this is cardio rap. And I don't need 300 Spartans to scrap. Don't applaud for them, they whack, and they ought to be smacked. See, my mic is like a pipe, and this is audible crack. Lyrical dope, poetical, musical pith, impeccable, beautiful gift. Can't confuse it with this.
I'm not sorry that I'm killing everybody. I can't help it, but I'm killing everybody. Forgive me, Heavenly Father, I am a sinner. My actions are homicidal. You can hold me liable, but these killings were justifiable. It's undeniable. Phony MCs are liars whose lyrics are never viable. Murder was all that I could do. This atrocity was a prophecy the Messiah knew.
Someone said to me on MySpace once, well, why would you be half anything? Why wouldn't you be all amazing? Or why wouldn't you be all woman? And my explanation for that was that if you could envision a cross, and you could see how across two intersecting lines that connect 4 points, north, south, east, west, left, right, up, down, earth, water, fire, air, logic, emotion, nurturing, assertiveness, whatever the characteristics are, the cross intersects 4, dimensions. You will always, as I understand it, some of us are more assertive than we are nurturing. Some of us are more creative than we are logical. Some of us have more water than fire. More Leo than Pisces, or what have you. But at the end of the day, as I understand it, our objective is to be the center of that cross, where all of those things, those 4 elements, those archetypes, personalities, where they intersect. And it's called your ideal self, when you are the embodiment of all those characteristics. When you're just as earthly as you are fiery, or just as watery as you are airish, and that's what we should all be striving for. So, again, like I said, to encompass all those characteristics, then you are your ideal self, and you will only be striving for that for the rest of your life. It is something that you'll be working toward. So, half man, half amazing. Mathematically speaking, 2 halves do give you a whole. So you are half your human self, half your superhuman self. At the end of the day, it creates one whole being. So I kind of expounded on the whole Nas line. I don't even know if Nas, meant it that way. It's just how it touched me. So the album, in light of that title, in theory, the songs all support that ideology of half woman. This is my woman side. Like, this is me when I cry. This is me when I'm in love. This is me when I'm pissed. This is me when, I'm feeling braggadocious, And then the amazing side, this is me when I'm my best self. This is me when I manifest all of my best qualities, when I put, everything that's great about me to use, and I supersede, the things that hold me back. So, and you're constantly, I think I can fairly speak for most human beings in saying that you're constantly at a tug of war, occasionally, between those dimensions of yourself, to be the best person you can be, and to manifest that, and then to maybe transcend your past, your childhood, your struggles, your scars. So that's kind of what the whole half woman, half amazing thing is about. So beyond the Nas quote, that's why the album is called Half Woman, Half Amazing. Tiye Phoenix, the artist, is a definite culmination of every artistic influence that she's ever had. I'm definitely an influence in everyone, you know, an expression of every influence that has ever touched me. So Tiye Phoenix is a little MC Light. Tiye Phoenix is a little Donna Summer. You know, Tiye Phoenix is a little Led Zeppelin. Tiye Phoenix is a little, definitely a lot of Public Enemy. Tiye Phoenix is just an expression of everything that has made me, you know, everything. The woman Tiye Phoenix is a mom, a friend, a teacher. When I haven't been rhyming or making beats, I've taught school. That was my so-called day job, as people call it. And to me, it's funny because you talk about the intersecting of your identities. I still feel like emceeing allows me to teach a little bit. So I don't really feel like I stray too much from just my purpose, even if I'm on the mic or off the mic. So that's kind of how I know actually that I'm on purpose, as they say, because you're still doing what rewards you and the objective doesn't change. So Tiye Phoenix, the woman, is still learning about herself every day. And, you know, I love deeply, you know, anger deeply. I'm just keeping it real. You know, I like to think that everyone in my life, no matter to what capacity, what role they play in my life, that I touch them in some way. That they can say, I got that from Tiye, whether it was something very small or something major. So, as far as to continue what I was saying about Tiye the artist, in terms of hip-hop, I definitely have been committed for years to contribute to the growth of hip-hop. Just the overall art form, just to allow it to grow and evolve so we could see things in hip-hop that maybe we go, wow, that's different. Like the whole stagnation, I'm not really in support of that. And even from a female perspective, like to really just evolve the art form with respect to how females are seen and viewed. So if females are seen as sexy, okay, not too original there, but females are seen as highly credible, you know, and, you know, equal contenders with respect to how artistically inclined they are. Like that's important. That was important to me. So aside from just putting out a record or rhyming on other people's records, that's like always been a focus and a goal for me, like to change. Like when it's all said and done, I want people to say, you know, whatever Tiye Phoenix did, whether it was with production, whether it was with her albums or whatever she did, her presence changed the way people saw women in hip hop from that day forth, from her arrival to her departure. That was something I was committed to. I didn't just want people to go, oh, she put out an album, you know, in 2009, and, you know, that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of how Harriet Tubman is not just in the history books, but what she did made a difference. Like there are black people who live in Canada now because of Harriet Tubman. I want people to go, wow, hip-hop is like this now because of what Tiye Phoenix did. And not just because I had some ego-driven goal, but just because I feel like as much as you can extract from something, you can give back. You know what I mean? Like, if you can draw from something, you can contribute to it. So that was important to me. Like, wow, not just to be a chick that put out a record, but, you know, the chick that was fearless enough to change the way people were thinking about how women were even doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because then somebody will see me and they'll be inspired to do whatever that, you know, their destiny, whatever their purpose suggests for them to do. So it's all about us, you know, kind of playing roles to help one another and to make a difference for the whole picture.
But I'm killing everybody in sight. Tiye is killing everybody in sight like secondhand smoke from a Newport light. That's right. And I refuse to stifle my speech. I'm surrounded by syrup sippers and recycled beats, killing broke whack rappers. The richest whack rappers, wave your hands where my